Hey, your heads up to this longer podcast. It's all about saying, I can't do things and changing it, reframing in a way that you will, and then getting that buzz, becoming powered to be able to do the things you want to do, but you've had the excuse and said, I can't. But now you can. Please have a listen because it'll make so much difference to your life. Okay? Enjoy.
Personal development, unplugged.
Hey, welcome to the longer podcast. And it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing where you can learn stuff. Learning stuff. Because I learned something from a place where you would not expect it. I was in the gym, you see. And you know, I love going to the gym. I don't always I love leaving the gym. That's what I love most of all, because leaving the gym means you've done your work and it feels good. But the thing is, I love to listen to podcasts. That's where I listen to most of my podcasts. I'm in the gym, I'm on the walking machine. I don't call it a running machine because I don't run on it. Walk uphill, do my bit. My VO2s or whatever it's called, I don't know. And I was listening, and it's amazing what you can find. Amazing what you can find when you're not expecting it. And that's what I love about it. You see, there was I, listening to, a weird thing, outside my comfort zone. It was a spiritual podcast. And there I was, walking away, panting as it were. And what happened was this lovely lady called Eileen Foster. She said, we often say, oh, I can't do that. Now, we often say that to ourselves, don't we? Do you? I know I do. I can't do that. No. I can't do that. Yeah. And sometimes, you see, you say it out loud. You say it out loud to others. And that's even worse. Why is that worse? Well, you might believe that you can't, but it's a belief. But if you say it outside with your outside voice, your external voice, your auditory out there, just like me now, and you say it to somebody else, they've got nothing else to other than believe you. And if they believe you can't do something because you say, oh, I can't do that, guess what? They'll never bloody ask you again. That's it. That opportunity's gone. Wow. And you see, why? Why would you do that? But we do, don't we? And it's probably something that you might even like to do. That's the thing, isn't it? Because it's out there. Oh, I'd love to do that. But I can't. I really want to do it. No, I can't. You got all those bloody can'ts. And the thing is, ask yourself this question. Where the bloody hell did that belief come from? Where? Where did it come from now? I don't know. Think about it now. Think of something in the past where you said, no, I can't do that. And you never have. But you really want to. But, you've said, I can't do that. Whether you've said it inside, whether you've said it outside, whether you just said it to yourself outside, I speak to myself like that all the time. People think I'm a bit of a loon that way, but I do. I talk out loud to myself. Where do they come from? Because the thing about it is, there's no bloody facts, is there? No facts. Because there might be some limiting beliefs in there. Because you think, I'm not good enough. Where did that voice come from? I'm not good enough. Or I'm stupid, or You know, that one going back to the dark ages where people say, I'm not worthy. When do people say that really? I'm not worthy. Other than when they go to the therapist. I don't know. They do. They say that I'm not worthy. And when I'm working with clients, I actually laugh. Do people talk like that? But yeah, it's a belief. No facts whatsoever to those beliefs. Because you haven't done it yet. And you get that yet. That's what you need to be in, the yet. I think there's also those bloody emotions that go around, isn't there? What are they, Cluffy? Well, you've got things like scared, fear. I'm scared. Now, what am I scared of? Well, it could be scared of failing. It could be scared of making a right ass of yourself in front of people. You know, I laugh now. But there's things that I'm still saying I can't do, and I'm scared of doing it. You know, making a fool of myself. Maybe, feeling a failure. Proving to myself I'm a bloody failure. Over and over again, doing things. Oh, I'm not going to do it anymore. Because my unconscious mind says, I'm going to protect you, Cluffy. And it'd probably say, if your name was Cluffy, it would say the same to you, but it would say in your own right, I'm going to protect you from that feeling of failure, that feeling of feeling stupid, embarrassed. So I'm going to scare you a little bit, give you that anxiety, give you that bit of stress. Then you won't bloody do it. And with that limiting belief of, you're not good enough anyway, stupid. Hey, you never do it. And, the weird thing is, sometimes those things that you say you can't do are the things, first of all, you want to do. But you've never done them before, have you? Never done them before. So you don't even know. You do not even know whether you can do it. Because you haven't done that step, done that one thing. So here's the thing. Good old Eileen. And this is where it blew my mind. Because I was listening to this and go, yeah, it all makes sense. Well, in fact, I've padded a lot of that out because she just said this thing about saying people say they can't do that. And the bit about, people believing, which is dead right. If you say it out loud and somebody hears it, they believe you and they don't ask you. And I thought that's bloody awesome. That is a real effect of saying, I can't do this out loud. But then she said, and it was a massive, massive reframe. I don't know if she realised that, but she reframed it so well. Because she said, instead of all that I can't, just say, well, I won't. I won't do that. And the thing is, you see, when you say I won't do that, in some ways, it's sort of empowering because you've taken ownership of it. And the thing is, and what would be the good thing if I missed out on doing it? If I don't do it? Because, you say, I won't do it. Now, isn't that weird when you say, that thing that I really want to do? I'd love to do it. I'd love to learn how to do it. I'd love to experience it. I'd love to be with those people. And whatever it is, maybe just in speaking up within your group. I'm a bloody introvert. Well, some of the time. And I sit back in my group and sometimes I can't contribute. Now, and as soon as I say I won't contribute, so why not? Why won't you, Cluffy? Why don't you? Oh, because I've chosen not to. And if I've chosen not to, guess what? I can choose the other way, can't I? I can choose the other way. And here's one of the questions you come from. I learned it in NLP, and it's a meta question. They call it a meta question. And what it says is, well, what would happen if you didn't? What would happen if you did do it? What would happen if you did it successfully? What would happen if you enjoyed it? Now, when you say those things, or what would happen if you did do it, you have to think about it. Well, if I did do it, oh, maybe I'd feel this. What would have did it successfully, presupposing now you're going to do it well, as opposed to I'm a failure, I can't do it, all that stuff. Oh, well, if I could do it successfully, that would make me so good. And the opportunities that would come from that. Or I'd just be I just feel better in myself. And what if I enjoyed it as well? I enjoyed the process. Well, if I enjoyed that type of thing, maybe I would do more of it. Maybe this would be the stepping stone to do other things. So if you say won't instead of can't, you're really taking responsibility, aren't you? You're taking responsibility for your decisions. There's no more excuses now, because I can't do that. It's just a bloody excuse, isn't it? Because you don't bloody know for a start. You've, again, imagined all the feelings of failure, everything bloody negative around that. And what a wonderful way to look at life. I mean, I don't know if you've got children. I have. I've got 3 beautiful children. In fact, they're my babies, but they're big boys now. But what would happen if I gave them that type of instruction? Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, you'd encourage them, wouldn't you? You'd encourage them, and that's what we want to do inside. Get our best friend now, our unconscious mind, to encourage us to say, well, I won't do it now, but maybe I'm going to do it now. I am going to do it now. I'm choosing. Because if you choose not to, by the way, if you choose not to do something, you're taking responsibility too. By saying won't, I am taking responsibility for my decisions to say, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Simple as that. I'm not doing it at all. But the thing is, now you can choose whether you do or whether you don't. Before, when you said I can't, you were living on the effect side of life, thinking of all the negative crap, everything that could go wrong, might go wrong, the worst it could ever be. And think about this. Let's just go before we start to choose that we're going to do these type of things. If it's a new thing, you're going to bloody be crap at it anyway. Of course you are. We're all going to fall over when we start learning new skills, unless you're one of these bloody wonder kids who just happen to pick it up straight away. And if you do, great. But once you take that one step towards doing it, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn how to do it. Because if you think about everything that you're good at now, when you first started it, you were crap at it, probably. Probably not very good. Don't like the word crap, but yeah, I do. That's why I speak. But I haven't sworn in this one. I'm pretty good now, pretty good. But you weren't very good. I know the things that I am reasonably good at now. When I first started, I was hopeless. But I had that little speck inside me, that little desire to get better, to learn, which is why we're here under personal development, self-improvement, all that stuff, unplugged, making things simple. So let's break those things down that we're trying to learn into simple things. And then we get better at them. Doing stuff, doing your stuff, and getting better and better. And guess what? Doing the stuff that you're going to be good at in the future. Learning. Because that's what we're all here for. To learn and enjoy. Creating new stuff. Become that creative. Let that creative part of you excel, to thrive, to be so good. And make a life. Make a life for yourself. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Now we're going to dive into this deeper. We will dive into this deeper because I wanted to set that reframe of can't to won't and then get you to take responsibility. But we'll dive into those negative beliefs, those limiting beliefs, how we can change them. We'll dive into those emotions, how we can let them go and notice how they're protecting us, but they're not working anymore, how it's setting up those conflicts. We're going to do that in longer podcasts because that's what Personal Development Unplugged is all about. Breaking down those negative things in our life, the things that are stopping us, holding us back, but to do it in a simple, easy way. It is easy. It takes effort, by the way. Just because they're easy, it takes effort. And then you're going to be able to apply them day by day and get better and better. And then it just boils down to, well, if I've never done it before, I'm going to start now. And doesn't that apply to everything you've ever done? You never did it before, and now you are. And I'm going to support you in that all the way, by the way, all the way. So, do have a think. Maybe there's some limiting beliefs that you'd like to get rid of. Send me an email. Personal Development Unplugged. No, it isn't at all, Cluffy. It is feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. Send me that email. Tell me the type of limiting beliefs you'd like to get rid of. We'll work on that.Maybe there's some emotions that I haven't mentioned or something new. We can work on that. We'll get a longer podcast. We'll have a process, maybe even a hypnosis track to go with it. Go on, test me. Push me. Let me stretch myself to help you, to help me. That would be great if you did. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please press that subscribe button. Please. That'd be good because you get these podcasts all the time now, twice a week. And I know it will help. Not every podcast will resonate, but there'll be golden nuggets in every one. But when that one that really does resonate, really does, you're going to smack yourself for not listening. But you won't because you wouldn't listen. But you will. You'll get it. And then you can let me know too. So please do that. Share this like hell. If you could. I mean, I say like hell, but if you can share it to one person and get them to subscribe, that would be awesome. Yeah. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your time. I really did appreciate it. I do appreciate it. There's more to come. Have fun, my friend, because it's time to fly.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.